Hi, hello. Um, I usually do these videos at night, so I'm more in my thoughts and my inner consciousness because I like to talk more deeply about stuff. And I did these drawings in during this week, and some of them were okay. Um, But yeah, I did like the flow that most of them had. Um, um, I actually don't have a lot of things happening this week. I do have an exhibition that I'm taking part of, and I did make some doodles. Work is going okay, so everything is fine. I I exercise more, which is good, and that actually helps me a lot to be more mentally sharp and more mentally aware of my environment. In general, I have been a little bit more introverted these last couple of days, I think. At least that's how I feel. Introverted, I don't mean I don't speak, but I mean I'm more in my feelings and my intuition, which is good, and this is good for an artist, of course. Um, so these artworks were just some doodles that I did, and I don't. I'm not trying again to give an interpretation because that is open to the audience to give a name to the spectators to choose whatever concept they like about the art, uh, the subjective concept of each person. So yeah, that's what I think. I think my art, like sometimes, do you think? Like I think sometimes we see things like a rug which has these folds, and sometimes we see shapes that resemble other, uh, like sometimes people or animals or stuff like that. I'm not sure I'm making sense right now, but uh, what I'm trying to say is like when you see something that is abstract, you can see a lot of shapes that resemble your way of thinking and your way that you have lived your life since that point. So it kind of resembles your own point of view. So that's why I keep most of my works untitled, because I want people to give their own interpretation of what they are seeing. I want them to be open to new ideas. I don't want them to be confined into something I did and I gave a title to, if that makes sense. Um, I'm not sure. I think those drawings are coming from the like subconscious, the collective subconscious, unconscious. I don't know. I think I have to read a little bit of, not a little bit, but a lot of Carl Jung. Not that I need it, but it would be it would be interesting to hear his point of view on things. And okay, this is the start of another drawing I did like couple of minutes ago. It took me like 30 minutes. I'm using a Faber-Castell fountain pen, I do like the flow that this pen has because it doesn't drip like most pens, and is actually good for my drawings because I like my drawings to be very precise and very intricate. So it helps me to keep that flow at at bay. So I did decide that looks like a little bit of a dragon right now, like an angry face. At least that's what I see. And when I'm making these drawings, my I keep reiterating some past moments from my life and past experiences, and my thoughts go very, very deep into my childhood and into my adulthood, and I think of things that were so weird of me remembering them. Like I remember stuff that were not useful. So when I'm in this state of drawing, I remember stuff that, like thinking, why am I thinking this right now? I don't know. Like I'm thinking stuff that don't make sense. So yeah, but this is the way of an artistic life. Nothing makes sense. The mind doesn't make sense. Like sometimes we tend to stick to feelings and situations longer than we should, and we take life for granted sometimes, and we don't appreciate that we are blessed to live another day to this planet. Like I'm saying it in an optimistic way, like people should appreciate more their eyesight, their that they have two legs and two arms. Like this stuff we take for granted. Like I see people in the slums like dancing, and you can see that they're happy with the small stuff. And sometimes I wonder why we put this pressure on ourselves of us reaching a goal or something, or being somebody. I don't get that. I'm on a different pathway. I am just thinking in terms of priorities because we tend to focus on small stuff because we don't have our priorities set right. Because if somebody were to tell you that you were going to die in a month, you would do everything in that month to achieve something that you will leave behind as a legacy, or not legacy, but something that you want to leave behind for other people to admire. Not even to admire, but I think some people would be more more in tune with with themselves, and that's the point. You have to be in tune with yourself and realize that you have to be not motivated but disciplined, and have this urge, this burning fire inside you to push forward no matter what. And to push forward no matter what is admirable. And that's what I think about life and art and in general. And yeah, I'm talking too much, and I think this video is coming to an end. But thank you guys for listening, and bye bye. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.